All right, in this chapter, we're going to talk about how to manage printing labels in DX1 for parts, whether that be special order parts or for stock. So, in a previous chapter, we've already covered this slightly, but let's refresh again. When we have parts that are sold and we're receiving them, whether they be special order or for stock, let's go down and take a look. For example, here's a bunch of CF Moto parts. If I go in and I receive all these parts, it's going to give me the option when I'm in the middle of my receiving PO to print parts, print labels during the process, which in this case I can say yes. I'll hit save. It'll give me a list of labels where I can update the quantity, descriptions if I need to along those lines. I can hit print. In this case, I'm set up for thermal labels, or I could do Avery labels, whichever one. Once I choose that for Avery labels, for example, I can configure what shows on my labels. I can change them to barcode labels if I want. Again, I can see some different options there, and eventually I can hit print. In this case, it's going to put them there. I'll print them out on my printer. If this was a thermal printer, it would have just started printing. And I can confirm whether yes or no if my label's printed correctly. In this case, we'll say yes, and that process is done. Let's see if we have some special order parts here. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and do that now. And we'll hit receive PO. And we can see here when we put in our invoice number, same print labels, hit save. In this case, it's our special order labels for our customer. And we probably only want to print one, but if we had multiple quantities or something where we wanted to print multiple labels, we could do that here. Otherwise, we'll hit print. Again, we'll select our process. I can configure how I want it, hit print, it opens, I print those out, and I can say yes. So that's the first part of the process in printing labels for items when you're actually in receiving. But if something goes wrong or somebody forgets to do that, or you just need to print new labels, you can do that. You can see over here in the left-hand collapse menu down under ordering. Let's condense some of these down here, help us see exactly where we're looking at. So under ordering here, or excuse me, yeah, under ordering we have parts label printing. I clicked that and it brought me to the parts label page. Here's where I can now reprint labels. I can search for things by part number, for description. Let's see what we got here. We can search by part number, right? I could have searched by description, measuring cup, right? I can see the same parts, maybe different vendors, whatever it may be. If I wanted to go ahead and print those, I could add it to the list there. I could say how many I want, and I could say print and go through the same process. I can print my Avery labels, configure how I want, hit print, and we're good to go. After I print, you'll notice it removes items from the list. You can also do your sources. There's in inventory, there's special order labels. So you can see here, here's a large list of some special orders that I did not print. Maybe I forgot to do it. So if I needed to come back, I could click plus all right here. Again, hit print, decide how I want to print it, hit print, confirm, etc. And they'll remove from my list. Another great tool here is when you have a DSP change, we have a smart notification tied to this that we'll talk about in an upcoming chapter. But anytime you have parts in inventory where there's been a price change where you previously printed a label, it'll show. In this case, I don't have any. In the smart notification video, we'll make sure that we have some changes in there. But this is a place where you can come to make sure that your pricing is accurate on your labels. Especially in this day and age, prices are changing quite frequently, and they're usually going up, not down. So making sure that you have the correct pricing on your labels can increase your profit, especially if you bought them at a cost where you had a fixed MSRP previously, where it's gone up. Again, your profit margin is just getting increased. It's tough for the customers, tough for us as consumers, but in the reality of the dealership, it's important. So just keep in mind there's an easy way here, a page dedicated to going back and reprinting labels if you need to. Again, you can search by description, in inventory. You can do special orders, stocking orders, DSP change, whatever you want. You can add them to this list and print it pretty easy in DX1.